Hey everyone, today my first speech is on why college athletes have to be held to a 2.5 GPA. The reason to me for telling you this is because I feel like as being a student athlete, we're held to higher standards. So why not being held to higher standards on the academics as well? My first point, as student athletes, our school is being paid for. So why shouldn't we be held to be able to create a better life for ourselves by getting more knowledge and being able to spend more time in the classroom? As being a student athlete, you don't have time to really just go out, party, and do etc. But we spend a lot of time in study hall, film sessions, and as well on the court and in practice. But as well as us being student athletes, we bring a lot of money to the school, and a lot of the school invests money into us from the weight room, from gear, from practice, from training and stuff to help us to exceed, to be as great as we can, to bring in more money for the university. And I feel as if, with those being said, as the long bus rides, the long flights, we should be able to include extra tutors that go on a roll in extracurricular things that we can be able to acknowledge to where we don't miss out on any academic opportunities. I feel like before we leave and before our student athletes go on buses, they should be able to meet with their advisors or meet with their professors about any work or anything they need to correct to be held at a higher standing. As that being said, college athletes are only held to a 2.0, and regular students on campus are held to a 3.0. College athletes on NCAA.com states that a 2.0 out of a 4.0 is stated that any athlete that has over a 2.0 can play NCAA sports. With that being said, student athletes have extracurricular activities, they have things that they have to get taken care of, and they have a lot of things to put into their lives to where they feel like that should be the bare minimum of it. Regular students, for the Tennessee Hope Scholarship, they have to maintain a 3.0. But I feel like as if the regular students, they bring in more people to the school and they raise the rating for the minimum of the GPA that will be based on the website. As that being compared to each other, I feel like as if life after college, you never know what can happen, you never know what can go down. But as student athletes, I feel like as us being role models, kids looking up to us, we should be held to a better and a higher academic standing, to a 2.5. And I feel like from that being said, a 2.5 is a bare minimum of at least a kind of a high C and a B average student. And a 3.0, it's for the regular students, but I feel like as well that is a good standard and that is a set out standard for them as well. Student athletes, as us being student athletes, if you can transfer in life after college, with transferring you'll have to at least have a 2.5, so you never know what can happen. As being a freshman, as being a sophomore, you can go out and tear something, you can, oh well, I really don't like the program, but as a 2.5 you can be able to transfer, you can do a lot of things with it. You can go to different schools, you can be able to graduate also with your associate's degree, and I feel like life after college, that's where we should be held to as well, because you never know, you can blow a knee out, you can do anything in life after college. As being, if you want a high paid job, that's what most people will ask you, okay, how was your academics? Can we please see your transcript? You never know, for a high paying job they might ask for your GPA. And I feel like as a 2.5, that's pretty good in college from all the extracurricular activities that college athletes have to go through. And as well, as I spoke on, as us being prime examples, as me being a prime example of Tribeca, I have to be able to communicate with and have good relationships with people. And I'm setting an example for little kids that want to be in my spot as being a college athlete. So why shouldn't I be held to a higher standing of a 2.5? That's just a bare minimum, at least. In my opinion, the 2.0 is a very low academic standard, like, because you can get 2 A's and you can get 2 F's and it will all equal up over a 2.0. But as me being a student athlete, I push myself to try to get to where I need to be, and I feel like a 2.5 can be really push me to where, okay, well, I know I have to work a little bit harder and focus on academics and my basketball, and that's the reason why they call me a college athlete and a student athlete, because you have to be able to go to school and be able to take care of your priorities as well. So I'm here to persuade you that hopefully they'll be able to raise the academic standards from 2.0 to a 2.5.